Hey everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're doing our what we're excited about for books, YA books that are coming out in July. Do we focus on YA books for what we're excited about, or do you mix in like other...
I mix in adult and sometimes I mix in children's. It's just like what I'm excited about.
All right, so then these are just books that we're excited about, and it has nothing to do with what age group it's coming for.
I think all of mine this time are YA though.
Mine are all YA this time. And for whatever reason, there were only like 2 main dates that I saw of publication for July. So it's going to be interesting. Like all the books are going to hit at once, I feel.
I know.
But anyway, the first one that I'm excited about is called 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. And I am so excited. This comes out July 6th. Her novel Spin the Dawn was phenomenal. It was kind of an Asian culture take on a epic fantasy story. So I'm expecting the same kind of concept, epic fantasy with kind of an Asian twist to it. Basically, 6 Crimson Cranes is about a girl who is magically gifted, but in a way that she's not supposed to have magic, but oopsie, she shows off her magic, and her brothers are turned into Crimson Cranes. And so now she's got to figure out how to save her brothers. So I'm just really excited about it. I think I'm waiting for the audiobook though. Like I know it comes out the 6th, but I think I want to listen to this one.
So my first one is one that I also am going to listen to the audiobook because I listened to all the other audiobooks in the series. And it's Any Way the Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell, July 6th. This is the last book in the Simon Snow trilogy. And I loved Carry On. I loved Wayward Son. For people who don't know, it's kind of a takeoff of Harry Potter, but the thing that I thought was brilliant about Carry On was it was like you were reading the last book in an epic saga and you were just kind of dumped into the story and had to figure it out. And so Simon was like magical. He was tied to a prophecy. He did his thing. And now he basically has to decide what's his next step. He had a vampire roommate named Baz who he hated, but now they're in love. And basically this is going to tie it up. Like, what does Simon decide? Do Baz and Simon stay together? What happens with Penelope, his best friend, and Agatha, his ex-girlfriend? And I just really need to know what happens. I'm super excited. I need to know.
So the next book I'm excited about is called Rise to the Sun by Leah Johnson. I loved her You Should See Me in a Crown. I really enjoyed it. And Rise to the Sun is her next book. And this one is about a music festival. So Olivia has recently been dumped, not looking for any kind of romance. Tony just recently lost her father. And she doesn't even really want to be at the music festival. But of course, they kind of come together during this music festival. Sparks fly, and they have to kind of count on each other to make this festival not be terrible. So I'm just really excited, for this realistic fiction. And like I said, You Should See Me in a Crown was super adorable, and I'm expecting adorableness for this book as well.
So my next one comes out on July 13th. It's called... I'm going to say this wrong. Radha and Jay's Recipe for Romance by Nisha, Sharma. And basically Radha was like one of the best people in the country in a particular kind of dance that I did not write down and I do not remember. I'm sorry. And she was at this big contest and this was going to basically set her up for life, and something happens and she does not do well. And so she's kind of like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with performing. I'm done with all of it. And so she goes with her mother, who's a teacher, to this small school where she meets Jay. And Jay is like the perfect guy, straight A's. He's the star of his Bollywood dance team, which, like, I want to talk about the fact that there's a Bollywood dance. I think it's called Bollywood Beats is what it said. I was like, that's amazing. And he's kind of like, this is the girl that's going to make my senior year perfect, because his family doesn't have a lot of money and he knows that he's not going to get to live out his dreams of going to medical school. And so it's kind of just about him courting her and them figuring out a way that they could be happy. It just sounds like the perfect beach read.
It's fun. Well, and Lee Johnson's books also sounds like a good summer read too. So I'm loving the summer reads. Like I love summertime when the books come out and you're just like, I just want to go to the beach or I just want to sit outside and read a book that's fluffy and romancy and adorable, and I just need it in my life all the time. Okay, so now here is my last one. It's called XOXO by Axie Oh, and it is coming out July 13th. And this is basically where classical music meets K-pop. So you've got a cello prodigy, Jenny, who meets Jae-woo, this super adorable guy. They spend this wonderful night together, hanging out, doing karaoke and all that stuff. And then he disappears, only to show up a little bit later at her school. And it turns out he's this super famous K-pop guy. And of course, sparks are flying, but you know, he disappeared, so there's tension, and it just sounds so adorable, and I can't wait for it.
So my last book is Curses by Lish McBride, and it comes out July 20th. I loved Lish McBride's Necromancer series, Hold Me Closer, Necromancer. I thought it was funny and snarky, and like the narrative voice was the main character was the narrator, and his voice was just amazing. So this is a take on Beauty and the Beast, and it is about a princess named Merit who has been cursed into being a beast. And the only thing that will break the curse is if she marries someone who's appropriate for her family. Enter Tevin, who is a con artist, who has basically what his deal is that he and his family ingratiate themselves in with very wealthy, noble people. And he basically kind of seduces the daughter. And it's like, if you don't want her to run away with me, you got to pay me. Well, Tevin gets told that he is supposed to make it so Merit is marriageable, do whatever it takes to make her desirable. And as they spend time together, there's some feelings that develop. And I love the cover. I think the cover is amazing.
That sounds fun. Like, it sounds like it was really funny. Like,
yeah.
She kind of.
And it comes out the 20th.
Well, awesome. Wow. There's something coming out not on the 13th or the 6th.
I know. So.
For her. And her book birthday. All right, well, that's just where we are with what we're looking forward to in July. If you've got any other books that you're looking forward to that maybe we missed, let us know in the comments. So we will see you around.
Bye.
Bye.